which is something I've considered streaming a few times. I'm only just now getting around to actually deciding to do it. So I've been playing this game, you know, off stream for quite some time. So I actually got a new deck all ready to go earlier today. Haven't named it yet, but it's sort of built around like putting counters on all of your creatures, sort of going wide and tall at the same time. So you'll be able to pick up, I'm sure you'll be able to pick up on what it's supposed to be doing pretty fast. Especially if the overlay that I have for this game will capture, but I doubt it will. Nope, it very much is not. Might actually see about adding in, and actually see about adding on some like plugins for streams that they've got out for this game. I've got Conclave Mentor, Watley's Raptor, and Best Solidarity. Looks like a pretty good starting half of the first game. Probably only going to be streaming this for like, you know, an hour. Victory's Envoy, keep that top. Oh, they're playing Elementals. I am not a great fan of Elementals. So no, he is like just the same strategy every time of just, oh, I've got a whole bunch of things that, you know, work together incidentally, basically, because they hardly actually have any real mechanics in common. They're just all elementals, so they all just sort of work together. Just by being what they are. Well, I mean, most tribal decks kind of do that anyway. Just gonna give all my creatures +1/+1, which Conclave Mentor makes it 2 +1/+1 counters. Then proliferate that those +1/+1 counters, which that adds another +1/+1 counter, which triggers Conclave Mentor again. So now I'm swinging in for 12. I think I'll probably at least get some plugins for it if I start road streaming maybe with some regularity. Twice X. I can get Victor's Envoy out. Well, their flying stuff is down. Hopefully Victor's Envoy will live for at least one turn. Because it has at the beginning of your upkeep, put +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. So, if it lives for at least one turn, all my stuff gets 2 +1/+1 counters. Like they are just chump blocking. They're just continually chump blocking to minimize his hurt from these big boys. Like each turn Victory's on Void, he stays on the field, all my creatures get bigger by 2. And they concede. You know what, I'm gonna be right back real quick because you can see overlay I use it to be able to see things like chat a bit better is improperly formatted right now, so alright, I've got my overlay set up properly. Doesn't, I mean, you can't really see it because it's, just for me to be able to easily see everything that's going on. But the way it was set up previously, this was not working for me. Now it's much better setup. Alright, so we've got Basri Solidarity, two Finale of Glories, and Pledge of Unity. Also looks like a decent enough hand. Gonna wait for Obliv to choose if they want to keep their hand, do any necessary mulligans. Oh wow, They started their timer. Alright. Keeping all 7. I think they might be AFK. Given that this is the second time they've gone into timer mode. Perhaps, you know... Wait, no, they're here. And just Temple Garden and her tapped. And it looks like they're playing life gain. They're probably gonna have vampires soon. Or a Johnny's Pride Mage. Yep, there's Vampire of the Dark Moon. It's in pretty much every life gain deck. In the meta right now. Because I mean, it's a solid 1 mana card. You know, gain life and kill things easily, so... And Spawn of Mayhem. Gonna not block that. My turn. Dawn of Hope. And then pass. Spawn of Mayhem is not great for me. There's a Grim Dancer, most likely. Especially since they went for Death Touch and Lifelink. Oh, and they destroyed my thing too. Hold on, I'm just gonna get two soldiers. And there go those rising populace. Just gonna take that down. And then get 3 soldiers. Next turn I can probably Pledge of Unity to gain some life. Just means they don't, like, wipe the board or something. I mean, the board is currently in their favor, so... Oh, they wouldn't want to. Oh, you're not going to come at me? Alright then. Give all of my guys +1/+1, and then another +1/+1. And how about you feet? I would take my feast of 12 damage to the face. And there goes one of them. Take that down. So just that wasn't the most favorable option.
I am your inner demon.
You get Mo out. This match is pretty much done, but I can at least take out Obnixilis. Yep. Well, that just means I have to try again. Against somebody else. You know, that just means that hand wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. This looks good. 2 Conclave Mentors and a Hotleys Raptor, as well as a Rising Populace. And it's another Vampires deck. I mean, I also kind of need to get sorts of +1/+1 counters before I can really start to having the Conclave Mentor and the Hotleys Raptor pay off. At least now we're both sitting at 22 life, since Conclave Mentor gave me life and it died. And another Soren's Thirst. Because of course. I'm gonna hold back on the Raptor until I can get +1/+1 counter on Conclave Mentor or another creature. So I can take advantage of the proliferate. Fortunately, I have to first draw something that can give +1/+1 counters. Kind of interesting how a lot of my opponents like to activate their pump abilities before they actually swing. Like why would you give away, why would you lose the element of surprise doing that? That's one of the best things about having effects like that. To can catch your opponent off guard. At least if they're not paying enough attention to notice that you have a pump ability that's literally printed on the card. Can you not with the inevitable ends? I'm just gonna let it die. It'll save some mana so that I can draw cards off of life gain. I mean, getting a third soldier isn't going to help me a whole lot at this point. Especially not anything better than a Bazoo's Lieutenant. That allows me to put a +1/+1 counter on the soldier. And then while at least Raptor, proliferate it. We've got a fear of resistance in hand. So I can give Bazoo's Lieutenant protection from a color, or if I need to, in order to keep him alive. How about no? How about I get protection from black instead of you getting yet another inevitable end off? Gonna block there and there. Bazoo's Lieutenant will guarantee to survive this. And because it had a +1/+1 counter on it, I get it a 1/1 white, a 2/2 white knight. Need from the soldier dying. Which unfortunately the damage is currently kind of outpacing my potential life gain. Probably could have saved that until after I'd already attacked. Like, so that I could do... Well, I mean... Yeah, because that way I could have gotten more cards out. Fortunately, I do not have enough. We're gonna swing all. I'm trying to draw into some life gain. And I did not draw into life gain. So if they're smart about this, they're gonna kill me on my turn. Well, before my next turn. I mean, yep. Kind of a waste for them to cast that spell, but well, guess I'll just have to try once more. It's Dr. Doom. Right, looking down to 6. Temple Garden and having her tapped. Plains. Oh boy, Johnny's Pride Mate. My favorite. Raising Populace. And as long as you don't kill it this turn, I'll be able to feed of resistance it for some protection. You've got Wondrous Strike in hand now, so I can exile all Johnny's Pride Mate if it gets too out of hand. Or I can exile the Archons of Sun's Grace. Right, Feed of Resistance. Protection from white. And there goes the Giant Sprite Mage. Swing. Try and get them to block it with the Archon. Go on. You know you want to. Alright then. You take 3 damage in the face then. It looks like they're trying to play enchantments, but so far they've only been able to play one. Well, again, Evolution Sage out. Hopefully they don't have any removal out. Well, they don't have any removal in hand. Nope, so far just more pumps. That's gonna hurt when that Archon comes for me. Just gonna kill the soldiers. And mostly I'm losing to not having enough lands to actually cast my removal spell. Yeah, it's pretty much game. But of course I've gotta cast absolutely everything. And I've slipped down to the Platinum 4. Maybe it's time to switch to a different one of my various decks. Well, I'll go for the Simic Draw deck. I think it was doing pretty well a little earlier. I mean, I haven't gotten much practice in with that Selesnya deck yet because I built it just today, so it isn't exactly the most well honed of decks. Mulligan and Mulligan again. This is already not a great sign. Island, then Extern Forest. And I'll wait a turn so I can just cast it. Hit it on their end step. Fairy Vandal. Get the folio out, which lets me keep the forest open for hexproof if I need it. Granted, Ranger's Guile only targets creatures, so if they go after the folio, no, I can't do anything about it. You know what? There. I no longer have any non-land, non-creature spell, non-creature cards. Those in my hand. Just gonna play Angel Rail, then play land, activate the folio, so I get my second draw ability stuff. They have the Ozolith, which pretty much only is going to affect Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Just gonna draw. Then swing with the Fairy Vandal, because if they block with the Bloodthirsty Aerialist, I can Starlit Mantle and take it down. Just get that whole situation dealt with. Granted, now they have a +1/+1 counter they can put on another creature. Activate the Folio Fancies again. Continue generating more value. And Primal Empathy. Yeah, that's my turn. And there's Veto of the Thorn of the Dusk Rose. But hey, I've got the highest power creature on the field right now. So I can... So Wild Empathy will continually generate new value. Through my drawing a second card abilities. Yeah, it's gonna help Ominous Seas tick up quickly. Or got the mana. If I should hold off on it using Angel Rail's ability until I can get just like a good stack of cards in my hand. Which I mean, if I activate the Folio at the end of this turn, I can get a pretty good stack going. Right. Folio for 3. And I've got a 9-card hand. So you do have a lot of Vampires of the Dire Moon out. I'm going to pump everything. And attack with the 6 cats. And they conceded immediately. Rather than face that, they'd rather just concede. And now I'm back to Platinum Tier 3. Got a Proud Wild Bonder. Right. decent number of lands, Ranger Guile, Growth Spiral, and Hydro Crisis. Should be decent enough. And playing spells, so gonna definitely want that Hexproof. Benthic Biomancer. And I'll leave open the element of surprise with the... No! You're not doing that. Right, time to try and bait. Bait successful. Sure, I'll discard the Crassus. And already Crackling Trick is here. Gonna get Fairy Vandal out. The end of their turn. For the sake of getting a second card drawn, I'm gonna clear the mind. I'll leave the 2 open so that I can Lazotep Plating if I need to. Which I definitely need to. Pretty much instantly. And Orsko, Aqua, Puzzle, and Benthic Biomancer. And oh wait, I can just boom. Sure, I have to discard whatever I just drew, but it pumps the quad well enough to survive that. Now you're gonna have to try a little harder than shock. Go on. Yeah, I figured you wouldn't trade. I have nothing. You don't need to examine my entire board to figure out that I can't do anything when I have no instant suited abilities and no cards in hand. I'll take the 7. Because I can kill the thing next turn. Learn it. Provided they don't get Fairy Vandal out of the way and something somehow. Well, good thing I haven't been filling their hand. And I've got the biggest creature, which becomes even bigger for my card draw. Sure, I'll play a Hydroid Crasset. That's for 3. Oh, I actually could have gone for 4. Oh well. Still swinging in with a 10-10. And it's dead. Edge it. So we're able to bring in a 3 damage spell. Fairy Vandal. For a Spiral. I guess it does count. No, even before it actually was on the battlefield. I could press this for 4. And swing with a 16-16. They can't either remove that or continue finding any jump blockers for it. They're pretty much dead. They're going to keep providing as many jump blockers as they can. So they can maybe find some way to kill my monstrosity. Or kill me, either way. This kind of stuff is why I love Simic. You know, making just a big old little snake. Just a big old danger noodle. With 17 +1/+1 counters on it. If they swing with that, they tap that big guild mage for any reason, they're pretty much dead. Another low skip, no collateral. Then growth spiral. You know what? I'm gonna cycle ominous seas. And because as I got a second danger noodle, they conceded. Looks like a decent hand. Starting out with a Benthic, then getting Primal Empathy later. Oh, and it's a mill deck. Lovely. Mill and draw? Really? Well, guess I'm not gonna want to do Folio Fancies because it's gonna cause them to draw cards too. And it'll mean me drawing more cards, which will expedite their mill. So I'm not gonna want to do that until until I can get Jace out. Because if I can get Jace on the field and well protected, then I'll be able to just win if they decide to mill me out. I mean, that's kind of a good portion of why he's in this deck. So you can turn mill decks against their owners, basically. By turning losses to mill into wins by mill. Plus, I mean, the amount of card draw that this deck does, it can also be kind of easy to need to deck yourself if you're not careful. Alright, definitely gonna keep Clear the Mind in my hand. So it's the Starlit Mantle. And then Cavalier of Gales. Mostly he's seeking Jace out right now. Because he's one of the best creatures I can have, the best cards I can have right now. Gonna just... Actually, nah. I'm just gonna bring it in a danger removal. You know, that leaves me open to be able to last up plating. And they've got their own Jace. Lovely. You know what? Fuck you, Jace. I have hexproof now. And now, two can play at that game. Now I've just gotta kill the other Jace. Okay, permanency control, so... And now they've got Kraken. And it's a fairy. Oh boy.
Alright. Who's ready for a good time?
Well, I was having a good time, and before you came over here to fairy. Yep, we've got a bigger creature than I do now. Just gonna growth spiral to pump up the danger noodle. Then, how many cards do they have in here? What, 99? Really? You've got 99 cards and you're worried about getting milled? Well, I mean, I guess Jace is more to mill the opponent in their deck. Yep. I've done that move before. I've draw a card, discard a card with no cards in hand to start with. How about now? So they try and come at me with the Kraken, it's gonna get noodled. Are they milling themselves now? Surely they realize that strategy is not gonna work for them when they had 93 cards. There's what's left in their deck. Or, would you mean that it could just be because, you know, if they mill me, then I'm gonna start getting closer to winning. Right. Another danger noodle. Continue milling myself.
Always an answer.
And smash the fairy's face in. Or at least try to. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to... Need to pump... to the Cavalier.
My time's getting short.
Now they've got a second Kraken. I mean, Teferi's pretty much dead.
Let's try this.
He's like, unless they get something with flying... Oh, like perhaps a flying Kraken. Oh boy. Well, that's certainly not good. Especially now that they're getting another freaking Kraken. At least I'm steadily getting closer to milling myself out. And like as long as I can keep Jace safe, leave it and stay alive, then this game will end once I mill myself out. You know what? Swing with the danger noodles. Where's face? Just to start sending some threats in. Gotta discard 2, because I don't have no maximum hand size, because I threw away pretty much all of my folios. But yep, this deck only runs 2, so yeah, I've thrown away all of my folios. They're drawing a ton of cards. You can probably heroic intervention to save the Cavaliers if they come at me with the flying Kraken. should probably block with Fairy Vandal and the Cavalier in case I don't get to Heroic Intervention because they have a counter spell. Because I mean they are playing mono blue. Oh, alright. I'm not gonna attack? Well then, Growth Spiral. Now I'll get Golriel out. Because the Krakens don't have trample. So if I get my own continual flow of creature tokens, then that's gonna be real good. Because I can just block the Krakens with those. Of course, I mean, the 21-21 and 13-13 Danger Noodles are gonna be the most effective blockers for Krakens, but I've only got so many of those. I'm also down to 9 cards in my library. So this is pretty much game. Because I'll be able to ultimate Jace if they don't kill me this turn. Alright, they're drawing with the fairies, so they're not phasing any of my shit out. But if I don't... I mean, that super wasn't a plan coming together, dude. Because you just drew 7 cards and that was it. Like, it's not like, oh, you won the game because you did that. The question is, will they realize that Jace is a significant threat to them? That is the ultimate question. Is will they realize that I can win the game next turn if Jace is left alive and it not ended 8 or more counters? I mean, they're casting a lot of stuff, but depending on what they choose to do with it, who knows how effective that will be. So now, let's see. Alright, they are in fact going hard on Jace. Gonna make all my shit indestructible. And it's time to just block as much as possible. So let's see. Gotta be strategic about my blocks to make sure that nothing... But wait, he's got indestructible. I believe he still dies if they remove all his counters. Just not necessarily this turn. See, that one's blocked. That one's unblocked right now. Do without timer going down while I'm trying to do all this shit. Oh, and I think I left the flying one unblocked. Dang it. Yep. But you know what I can do? Since I've been holding on to it this entire time. Clear the mind. As long as you don't have a 2-mana counter spell, all for it. I can just shuffle all this shit back into my library. Alright. Since they're probably gonna kill me otherwise on my next turn, well, on their next turn. Let's see, I've got an 8 card hand. Activate a drill rail. Just swing in for as much as possible at their face. Because chances are I'm dead next turn, or if I don't kill them. So, just the last ditch effort at this point. And we've got enough to block basically everything. Oh, but the biggest of the danger noodles gets to live for some reason. By being phased out. Well, I mean, I might actually live through this. Like, I mean, they've got a lot on the field, but not so much that I can't just do a big attack like that again. You know, not so much that I'm unlikely to survive this turn. Especially if they start to run low on card draw effects to get those counters on their shit. the best thing would be if I can draw a way to give my creatures hexproof, so that I can stop Teferi from doing his whole phasing out thing. Oh, and hey, Jace is back. Alright, growth spiral. Plasmatech plating. Got 8 mana to spend on giving all of my creatures base power and toughness 9. Haha, no! You ain't phasing out shit, Teferi. Negative 125. Well, I'd say that's a good note to end on for the stream, because this was just a bonus thing to push me to the 3-hour mark. So, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna read somebody playing one of the 2 games I played tonight, either Age of Wonders or Arena. Just whoever's got the least viewers, because those are the people that can use the help of a raid the most. I find it interesting that there is no arena category. There's just, as far as I can tell, there's just Magic the Gathering. I mean, I guess that's the default thing to be playing when you're playing Magic, especially right now with quarantine, and social distancing. Right. There's nobody live with Age of Wonders right now. So I guess I'll just raid this person playing Arena.